Here's our tail of the tape. Renan Ferreira, 2 years older than Rizvan Kuniev, who's making his PFL debut. Of course, the problem, also the taller fighter, 4 inches taller to be exact. He weighed in 10 pounds heavier. You see a 9-inch advantage on the arm reach for Ferreira, 4 inches on the legs. Brought to you by Redcon One, that tail of the tape. Justin Roberts, to you.
This next bout is set for 3 5-minute rounds in the PFL heavyweight division. Standing in the blue corner at 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 249 3/4 pounds, with a record of 11 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, Gorets Rizvan Kuniev. And his opponent, standing in the red corner at 6 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 260 1/2 pounds, with a record of 9 wins, 3 losses, and 2 no contests. Fighting out of Porangatu, Brazil, Renan Ferreira. Your referee, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean will oversee the heavyweight action. Ferreira is in the blue. Rizvan Kuniev is in the gray. And look who's in the corner of Kuniev. That's Magomed Karimov, Magamillion, Season 1 welterweight champion. Push kick there, almost caught by Kuniev. Stomping push kick from Kuniev to the midsection. Ouch.
And Kuniev said, you know, he's definitely going to look for a takedown. He said he wants to test the striking of Ferreira early, though. Man, that could be dangerous.
Right? Especially when you're dry and fresh. Definitely want to get on those legs when you're not slippery and sweaty yet.
Yep.
A lot easier to take a guy down.
And this is a big first test here for Renan Ferreira.
Switching to the head inside single. See if he can jack those hips up. Ferreira pulling him back up chest to chest. Inside position by Kuniev. Ferreira fighting hands and blocking.
Ferreira doing a good job of getting wrist control, trying to get lower, trying to win head position here.
I think it's worth talking about. Normally when we're watching inside the smart cage and Renan Ferreira's in there, even at heavyweight, he usually dwarfs his opponents, right? And we noticed it at the weigh-ins yesterday. Rizvan Kuniev is a massive man.
He's not a small guy. No, not at all.
I mean, these look like two relatively evenly matched. There's only a 10-pound disparity between their weights. Obviously, the 4 inches listed as a difference, but they looked almost eye to eye at the weigh-ins yesterday.
Yeah, and this is the best shape that I've seen Kuniev in. I mean, he looks absolutely jacked. Just put on some muscle, and he's trying to knock out Ferreira.
He landed a hook.
Big left hook by Kuniev. And he did a great job of staying in that space, not letting Ferreira clear and reset. Fought his way right back into that clinch.
Yeah, he's definitely keeping the pressure on Ferreira here. And if you're going to fight Ferreira on the feet, this is where you're going to be safest against someone like Ferreira.
Ferreira repummeling, trying to find his own underhook. Pull Kuniev back up chest to chest.
Mateusz Scheffel backstage, one half of the co-main event. He'll take on Bruno Capoloza for the 2nd time in his mixed martial arts career.
Oh, whoa. Almost got behind that leg there for the takedown. Nice balance from Ferreira.
Herb Dean asking for work. Both fighters kneeing at the thighs of their opponent. trying to take away the base. Kuniev brings one up to the midsection.
He's almost got a jump to do it.
Yeah.
But he got it in there.
Yeah, he's landed some good knees up in the clinch here.
Market improvement, I think, here from Renan Ferreira, making sure he keeps this on the feet. This isn't where he wants to be with his back pressed up against the barrier, but it's certainly better than flat on his back. Our betting expert Ian Parker stops by. The odds swinging a little bit further into the favor of Rizvan Kuniev.
Yeah, you know, and it makes sense. He landed a couple big shots. He's been trying to get the takedowns. But Sean, to your point, definitely the improvements in Ferreira. Right now, in regards to betting, I would stay away from it at the moment. It doesn't make sense to go either way. The fight, anything can still happen. But Ferreira being able to avoid that takedown, big improvement compared to last year.
And now Ferreira tries to get this to the ground. Kuniev is able to scramble and get on top. Perhaps a mistake there for Renan Ferreira, who was faring well and had reversed positions.
Yeah, he lost his base there and going for that takedown. Sacrificed his own position to try to attain a certain position, and Kuniev is going to take full advantage of this as he has one hook here. Now Ferreira in a little bit better of a position, needs to keep his back up against the cage. Let's see if he can get back, and he does. Posted his arm and got right back to his feet at the right moment.
I'll tell you what, I appreciate the risk from Ferreira at that moment in the round, because there's been a lot of stalemate, not a ton of meaningful offense on either side. If you're able to score a takedown with about a minute left, that can steal the round.
Yeah, absolutely. And he tried a body lock. His grip just slipped. Again, you know, they're getting a little sweaty. It's going to be a little tougher to pull that off.
A little swelling on the left eye of Renan Ferreira in the blue, Rizvan Kuniev in the gray. Both men eager to get this second round started. Still 5 potential points here in the heavyweight standings. Maurice Green already has 5 points from a finish in our last bout.
Another big leg kick by Ferreira.
Oh, boy. He tried the leaping knee there, lost his balance when he landed.
Ferreira trying to attack that leg. Oh, he doesn't have the knee line there. Kuniev able to spin out, nice job.
Ferreira not afraid to take some risks in this fight.
Yeah, I think as he was landing, I believe Kuniev took out that planting leg, which took away his balance. Not sure if that was on purpose, but either way, he's got Ferreira on his back, and this is where he wanted this fight. Ferreira's doing a much better job of utilizing those frames, creating a little bit more space. I'd like to see him try to work to get back to his feet, build up his base up against the cage. Kuniev, yeah, setting up that Kimura there, Sean.
Sitting out to the feet and the hips, looking for that grip. He's got the left arm.
Oh, big bridge. And a switch, nice sweep by Ferreira. Big bridge, so long, 6'7", carries his hips all the way over, and now he's in top position.
And cage savvy on that. He ran his feet along the cage. Excellent work. You could tell that the move to ATT.
Arm triangle attempt.
There's a look through the ghost cam. Chain link, no problem. We look right through it. Here as Ferreira tries to set up an arm triangle.
This is not good for Kuniev now in mount. He can still set up this arm triangle, but more than anything else, he can get pounded away here from the mount position if Ferreira is able to posture up. You hear right there on that arm, he's trying to get that across the body of Kuniev to get it to the other side. That's why he's got that head pinned on that side. Kuniev understands that. He's trying to build the frame. He's able to get that arm back into position and save himself for now.
Ferreira's there in front of his own corner, closer to his own corner. Conan Silveira offering advice.
Oh, Ferreira trying to set that arm triangle up again.
Ferreira staying in that low mount, bind in, making it very difficult for Kuniev to use his hips or find any way to buck out of this position.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ferreira posture up here, get those knees high in the armpits of Kuniev and rain down punches. See if he can force a back take.
He's gonna have to get his hips off of Kuniev's hips to avoid that right there. Armbar set up.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to finish here, especially up against the cage. Kuniev in a much better position now. Kuniev's got to keep his base though. He's not out of it just yet.
Ferreira can find a way to take his balance and knock him down. He might just get this arm bar.
Oh, he's
fenced
out.
there is pretty tough. Now he slipped it out past the elbow.
Got the elbow out past the cup of Ferreira.
No issue there.
Pass now by Kuniev. He's in half guard.
Push him back so you can get up. Don't let him win there. Minute and a half.
Take a listen inside the red corner of Renan
Come
Ferreira.
closer. Let's go. Your hips, you got to get out through the hips. Spin around. Don't let him take your back.
Yeah, we're still seeing these vulnerabilities out of Ferreira. He had an underhook, was able to, if he was able to jack that up and get back to his knees or feet, he would have been in a much better position, but still kind of reverting to that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background where he's more content to play off of his back, Randy.
Yeah, he's not really using his long levers. That cross grip could help him get some elevation to get back to his feet, but he seems like he wants to play this game down here from the bottom.
And Kuniev really needs to get to work as well because Ferreira was in some great positions in this round.
Final 20 seconds here of the second frame.
Now Ferreira trying to build up his base, trying to get his back to the cage, but not a whole lot of time to do so.
Big blows from the top for Kuniev in the final seconds. Round 3 between these heavyweights next. Renan Ferreira in the blue, Rizvan Kuniev in the gray. Two heavyweights ready to slug it out in the third round. Another leg kick from Renan Ferreira. He's landed that several times. We'll see how the gas tanks hold up here. Both men showing some fatigue in the corners between rounds, understandably.
There's a nice 1-2 from Ferreira.
Good clinch uppercut there from Rizvan Kuniev to respond. Who now presses in, pushes Ferreira against the cage one more time.
I mean, this was a close one. I mean, that last round, pretty close. Thought Ferreira may have outpositioned him here, but it could be 1-1. This fight may come down to this round here, guys.
Yeah, it's tough. Another one that's very, very tough to score. Both guys have had their moments.
According to the algorithm, our AI scoring, computerized here in the PFL, round 1 to Kuniev, round 2 to Ferreira. Of course, the judges' scorecards are what mattered. Oh, nice hook there from Kuniev. Oh, he landed a 2-punch combo.
Yeah, I like how he's not getting all the way out, just getting into boxing range, landing some big shots, getting right back to the clinch. That is frustrating Ferreira, and Ferreira just can't find a way to get away from that cage.
Very smart by Kuniev. Stay in that range. You worked hard to get there. Don't give that up.
I know a guy named Randy Couture who used to do that to people.
It was absolutely my mentality there.
Never heard of him.
Just work.
Herb Dean calling for more work. I say it all the time. I still think the average fan fails to appreciate just how taxing this style of fighting is. That's why we're seeing both these men breathing heavily. Oh! He tried to toss, and once again, Kuniev is able to scramble to an advantageous position.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 times now where Ferreira is kind of handing these positions to Kuniev. Kuniev didn't have to even work for this takedown. It's Ferreira who's making these mistakes, and now in this crucifix position.
Ferreira tried from the overhook to step across, a little Uchimata, and it didn't work. He just slipped right off.
Yeah, threw himself off balance there. Now trying to work to get back to his feet. Nice job by Ferreira to stay with it.
Ferreira's going to try and turn and face here. Kuniev clinging on. Come on, work. Drags him back to the mat. Two minutes left to score a finish here. Rizvan Kuniev on top of Renan Ferreira, inside control.
Yeah, and this is where we've seen Ferreira kind of lose fights before, late in the fight, run out of gas. This grinding style can definitely take its toll on anybody, but we've definitely seen it take its toll on guys like Ferreira.
Give Ferreira credit, he has improved a lot. He's a lot more effective from the ground, both on the top and the bottom in this fight than we've seen him in the past.
Now Kuniev moving into mount here.
Still a bonus point up for grabs if Kuniev can earn a finish with this dominant position.
Now he's starting to posture up. Ferreira just trying to hold on here.
There's the high mount.
Yep, he's got that high mount, which means he can posture up and rain down blows. Ferreira up against the cage. This is a terrible position for him. A little over a minute to go. Kuniev now landing those big shots we've been calling for.
We'll see if he's got the gas to hammer away for this final minute.
55 seconds.
Hammer fist. Ferreira not capitulating here, gonna make him work for it. Still trying to climb back to his feet.
Big time hematoma under the left eye of Ferreira. Nice job by Ferreira to get back to a half guard. Needs to build his base back up though. His head is pinned up against the cage. It's a terrible position. Now he's trying to attack that leg. Ferreira trying to attack the knee, it looks like. Doesn't quite have it. Doesn't have the right angle on that knee joint.
And he'll run out of time here as the final bell sounds. Kuniev finishes on top. What do the official judges think? Well, Justin Roberts has their scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, earning 3 points in the PFL heavyweight division, Rizvan Kuniev.